and rest of the world. My name is Aniket Gupta and I am the founder of DisruptX Labs, which is a blockchain and fintech focused dev studio that services clients in India, US, and Dubai. What we do for them is we basically build applications for these fintechs, for banks, for blockchain companies to help accelerate their dev journey. You know what? I was looking today morning. I was really curious what the early journeys of the big names that we hear today was like. So the Elon Musks and the Jeff Bezos of the world. What was the first 3 weeks, the first 1 year of their lives like when they started doing entrepreneurship? And I know that they were probably facing tons of challenges, not as much clarity as it seems they have today, not as much friends, and just a very lonely time. But we don't have access to any of this information because I couldn't find a single video, obviously, except the very staged, the very cleansed interviews of these people. Now, as an early stage entrepreneur, I see these guys today and I'm like, wow, they're gods. I'm nowhere close to them. I'll probably never be. But that's not true. We all go through the same journeys. We all have our own certain, lives, desires, ambitions. And we go through it over several years, and that changes us. The Aniket 10 years back is very different from the Aniket that is speaking to you today. And so with that problem in mind, I realized, whoa, how about I start a daily vlog where an entrepreneur who's starting a startup 5, 10, 15 years later has access to the very early stages of an entrepreneur's life. And they could then be able to relate, if I'm facing this challenge and this guy faced that challenge, then that's an internal challenge that every entrepreneur faces, right? And this will give them the confidence to go through those really tough early days when most people give up, when you don't have any friends, when it's kind of lonely. And as a bootstrapped entrepreneur and as a solo founder, I realized I faced another problem, which is of accountability. At the end of the day, when the days where I am not supposed to answer to anybody, right? I don't have a VC asking me questions. I don't have a co-founder asking me questions. And so there are days when I can just do whatever I feel like. And then towards the end of those days, I feel like I didn't do enough. I was not motivated enough because I didn't have to answer to anybody. And so for those days, I really want to build a system of accountability so that at the end of the day, I can look back and say, hey, this is what I achieved. Or I need to go talk to all of my viewers on YouTube and tell them what I did. And if I don't do enough, I'll feel really bad about it. So the second problem was of accountability. And the third problem was of a generally very weak memory. My memory is really weak. I cannot remember what my thoughts, aspirations, and focus areas were 3 weeks back. And so I need this system of archival that can, 3 weeks later, help me refer to my thought process and my own self 3 weeks back, and then think and shape things in that way. So I'm starting a daily vlog, which will be just a 2-3 minute short overview of my entire day, of what I did, what I achieved, what my learnings were, what my challenges were, in the hopes that it can help a lot of early stage entrepreneurs, not now, but then 3 years, 5 years, 7 years, 10 years down the line. And if hopefully one day I do something useful with my life, that could be a valuable resource for these entrepreneurs to refer to. With that, I'm super excited to kick off this journey. I plan to do this for the rest of my entrepreneurship life, or at least the next 5 to 10 years. So let's see how it goes, and hopefully I'm able to add some value to each of your lives, which I'm very, very excited about. And see you in the next editions.